When I first heard we were going to Puerto Rico, I was like, wow.
I remember being like, ooh, it's senior night. Like, my high school career flew by.
It's just so many things a basketball player can take, and nothing was going right for me.
And they're always trying to prove something against us. We're like their secret move.
Back to back, the first to ever do it, back to back.
That Puerto Rico trip was fun. We went from close Puerto Rico, came back home for like a day, flew to North Carolina, then got on a connecting flight to Puerto Rico.
When I first heard we were going to Puerto Rico, I was like, wow, not a lot of high school teams get to do that. I remember we were out on the beach trying to enjoy the moment.
We were fired up to go to Puerto Rico and escape some of the cold, get to the beach, get to the warm weather, and going to Puerto Rico to play high school basketball was pretty dang cool.
Great energy, okay? This is a team that'll quit once down. They'll quit. They will quit once down.
After the fun and the beach, it was time to focus because we had two very important games. We played IMG and then we played DME, a tough conference opponent.
Offensively, that was like my best game of the year. Like, I had a lot in the first half, and I thought we had it. The rims were good for everybody, apparently. The final score was in the 90s.
I mean, obviously they have great players, highly ranked guys, the talent to match us, but I don't think they're the same team as us.
So IMG was a very important game. Obviously a team on the EYBL Scholastic in Puerto Rico. And it was a game we were playing really well in. Offensively, we found good rhythm. We really controlled the game for 3 quarters, and it got away from us at the end. And it was yet another example of this group's inability to close games.
And I don't think that it should have came down to not only us losing the game, but even being within a 10-point range with them.
You know, I thought that game for IMG really springboarded them. And a team that had kind of crumbled earlier in the year didn't, and played their best against us, made major shots. Once again for our group, an inability to close close games plagued us. And that was a game we should have won. That was a game where we kind of controlled the play and we didn't get it done. In less than 24 hours, we had DME, who was a tough conference opponent. You know, in the league, you're going to get the other team's best, and we were coming off a loss. And so, you know, it was an important game to bounce back and to leave Puerto Rico with a win.
Good execution, good shot, knock it down. You keep shooting, bringing big 52 out of the paint. Keep shooting.
I felt like I started to go up at the right time. And that was because I started to feel more comfortable in my role, kind of like knowing exactly what's expected of me every time we come out.
Got to fight to win this game here. Got to fight to bury it right here. Okay, fight to bury it.
We were down 6 in the 4th quarter, found a way to get back in the game and win. And closed out down the stretch with some big plays and big free throws and execution.
You all here, can't wait to see you in the league. Everybody else is not too late to commit
Dylan
to
Harper,
Arizona.
Ron Harper's kid, played with Shaq.
I've always
but he
dreamed
didn't
of
commit to
being
Arizona, so
a McDonald's All-America, like seeing the McDonald's All-America games on TV and everything. Like, I always thought like that's gonna be with me one day.
And like we almost dropped the tear the day the teams was announced. We all knew we had good chances to make it, but this is something different just to hear it, you know, just to know you actually made it. It's like all the hard work, it was for a reason. It wasn't just for nothing.
And it was quite the feeling to see their 3 names on the board, right? Darian, Zoom, and Aiden are prolific preps, 10th, 11th, and 12th McDonald's All-Americans. 12 McDonald's All-Americans puts us 3rd all-time for most McDonald's from a singular high school.
Zoom Diallo back again with another video. And today we are in the streets of San Francisco. And we will be, you know, on the TV, on the news, you know.
Aiden Sherrill, Darian Reed, and Zoom Diallo of Prolific Prep, and their coach, Ryan Bernardi, join me here in studio to talk about that honor.
As part of their achievement, Channel 4 in San Francisco invited our 3 McDonald's down for an in-studio live appearance on Channel 4 in the Bay Area, which was a really unique deal for our guys.
Like Darian said, a blessing, you know. We've been all little kids watching it on TV, just wishing and dreaming to be a part of the game. So to be there is a blessing.
Crush on the Valley 2, which is a basketball showcase that we host at Napa Valley College. So it's the last chance for the Bay Area to get out to see these 3 McDonald's All-Americans and the rest of our talented team.
Well, and after that grueling travel, we finally spent some time in our own beds, in our own practice gym.
Hi, guys. Everybody down. We got shots after the buzzer. Everybody down. Plank. Everybody down. Plank. Plank.
And then we got to play home games, which was the first time that we've played in Napa since the opening weekend in October. And in our final weekend, we have 3 very important ceremonies. We have a host family night, we have senior night, and then we have McDonald's All-American Recognition Night, which all 3 are very important to us. You know, host family night is something that, you know, here at Prolific, we've had 58 host families in 10 years. Some unbelievable relationships have been formed, and to recognize them before a game is cool for us.
Senior night, Ryan. It's finally here.
Senior night's an important night, right? Those guys have played 4 tough years of high school basketball. To recognize our seniors and their, you know, one of their last home games of their high school careers was a cool night. To have their families there, you know, friends, family, and attendance was a special night.
Like, dang, time flew by. I'm a senior now. It seems like yesterday I was just entering high school and everything.
I remember being like, "Ooh, it's senior night." Like, my high school career flew by.
High school is a long journey, so just seeing them, you know, being able to accomplish all the things that they did, I was proud of them, you know.
And then McDonald's All-American Night.
Hello, guys. This time came faster than I thought, and it was a great journey. That's all I can say. God is good. 35 out.
Yeah, to see Mr. Diallo holding up Zoom's McDonald's jersey with pride is always something that'll stick out to me because the hard work paid off. In the midst of all this travel and serious basketball, tough defeat, lessons learned, it's so important to spend some time together off the floor. And so bringing our guys bowling, seeing AJ try to dance, Darian even worse at dancing, see them attempt to bowl, some good ones now, some good ones in bowling, and spend some time with our school outside of the basketball floor was a day that was needed.
I ain't gonna lie, every time I come to the alley, I get kicked out. Like last time, I shot that like a 3. Why?
And it was great to spend some time together, relax, refocus on the final stretch ahead.
Well, like we got closer with the teachers and the other students and everything. It was cool, and I won. Yeah, I was the one who won. I'm not even nice at bowling like that. Yeah, but I won, and it was cool.
Yeah, so it's time for the postseason. Our first pursuit of a championship opened up in Las Vegas, and we got a major jolt. Darian Reed worked his butt off to get back, to get healthy. Returns for us in Vegas.
Just coming back from those games, being on minute restrictions, that was already frustrating enough. You know, playing not even a half of basketball, it was like 10 to 12 minutes I could play.
Don't be sympathetic. They got 5 guys that got to run their ass back to Texas here. Okay, just play as hard as you can. Every guy that gets in, play as hard as you can. We got reinforcements coming.
Pace Academy, had some travel issues. They showed up with 5 guys. We made sure that we were not going to let our foot off the gas.
Being effective in so many ways on the court, to not scoring for a couple games, to barely have a rebound, and then playing timid, It's just so many things that basketball players can take, and nothing was going right for me.
We got Grind Session Chicago left, and then Chipotle, and then my high school career is over. I'm about to move into school in less than 2 months.
We're getting ready to win a championship that weekend, right? This is the Grind Session is very important to us.
Now that's another bin. I just called up all of my friends and brought my brothers in.
Yeah, so Royal Crown upset Utah Prep in the quarterfinals, and so Utah Prep was eliminated, and Royal Crown, the 12 seed, ended up seeing us in the semifinal game.
We came to Chicago with one goal, and that was to win. I felt like we were all focused.
Ain't nobody did what we about to do tomorrow. That's what my homie.
Walk out of here knowing we're playing for a championship tomorrow. We handled business against Royal Crown, and that set up a repeat of last year's World Championship, which was Prolific versus Dream City. We were trying to become the first team in history to go undefeated in the Grind Session, and also the first team in history to go back-to-back on the Grind Session. But for this team specifically, no team's ever gone undefeated on the Grind Session, start to finish. Okay? The only person that was in the championship game with the chance to do it, Kyle Weaver. Okay, let's go get it done.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
I've known it's been a rivalry since before I got here. When you have that rivalry, it's it's always going to be a dogfight every game. So, they didn't let us just dog walk in every game. They gave us a battle. So, it was good to play a team that's not going to be afraid.
Their physicality is really bothering us right here. Okay, we got to be better against their physicality. Be better against their physicality.
We answered with big shots. Mikey Lewis was a major performer in that game. Tyron and AJ played very well together going into halftime. We knew we were going to need a heck of a second half to be champions.
Everybody around got to move at least. Everybody got to move because Darion and whoever posted will swing it. Bro, that's easy threes, bro.
There are so many experiences that we could draw back on to say, listen, we are not out of this. We just got to keep punching and keep punching and keep punching, and that's what we did.
I hit a 3, and I fell down because he fouled me. And then he was running back, and then he leaned in and kind of gave me a big elbow on the head. And that's kind of when the game got real chippy. I think there was 3 minutes left. That put us ahead, I think, by 2. I hit some free throws because they ended up calling it a technical foul. And then we were up by 4. And then from there, we controlled the game.
The Grind Session for me, it's the only high school league I've ever played in. It's the only thing as far as league-wise in high school basketball I've known. So it was cool for me to just kind of finally win it. I've been really good on the Grind Session since I was 15 years old. And that was kind of the last thing on the checklist as far as Grind Session stuff.
We applied a lot of the knowledge that we learned through difficult defeats throughout the year. We closed a close game and ended the year as Grind Session champions. And this group suffered some tough defeats in public venues. And for us to get the satisfaction to be champions, to be the first ever team in history to go back-to-back, first ever team in history to run through the Grind Session undefeated, it was something that we felt as we headed into Chipotle, we could really draw on as we built momentum to try to become national champions.
I just personally felt like it was just another big game.
If you don't give it all, you go home.
It was so many different emotions going through my head. It was we can't go out like this. We put too much work in the whole season.